man?
Totals, I've got an absolutely cracking renovation project. Should make about 200 grand. Do you want to make a Reno episode?
Yeah, okay. When are you thinking?
You free tomorrow to check it out?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'll book some flights. I'll see you in the morning.
It's time to see how in 2026 a six-figure equity gain is made in a matter of weeks. No massive structural reno.
It is a big operation.
No insane market growth doing all the heavy lifting. Together with Oliver Jackson from Living Property, we unpack the initial numbers.
Equity uplift then is how much?
Showing you so much of the cleanup.
How often do you find a property like this?
They come up quite often.
And the final numbers.
What did you end up making?
But first, let's get Oliver here in Adelaide.
All right, man, tell me some quick stats on Huntfield Heights.
Mate, people call it the Dirty South, but we love it.
It is.
My favourite part of Adelaide,
And this is where I grew up.
the South.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
around here, literally here.
Mate, it's close to the beach. It's not that far from the city. It's definitely gentrifying.
The area is definitely changing. What about like prices? Because you used to be able to pick up a house 5 years ago here in the 2s and 3s. Like those days are long gone. What are we looking at now?
Struggle to find something under 800, to be honest. The median rent's around that 560 to 580 mark. The 200-300 grand days are long gone.
We're on Melsettle Road here. There's a few skiddies on the road. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. It's just kind of, to me, it's a bit...
To me, I just see opportunity.
Yeah.
Solid brick houses everywhere. Brick and tile city, we call it.
Yeah, there isn't. What's the opportunity that we're going to today? Because
Mate, this is an absolute belt up. We're not buying as much in Adelaide at the moment. As I said before, it's actually quite expensive now. The rents aren't as good. The market has absolutely gone bananas. We've been buying here since like 2018, really.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going up. I remember having conversations with agents like, can't keep going up, but it just keeps going up. But when you get one like this, there's an absolute guarantee you're going to buy it.
and when you say like this, because every time you and I get in the car, we seem to go to a property that we need to hold our breath in. Like, describe it a little bit more before we get there. The opportunity.
Once we're done with it, it'll be in the 800s, 8 to 850, and we picked it up for 620 because you're about to see a lot of rubbish.
Let's look at what that is.
Home sweet home. Just walking in the front door, you can already tell this is going to be quite the cleanup.
Pretty good looking house.
Bill,
Smoking billies.
AC unit doesn't look too old. How big's the block?
817.
And that's the problem with these. They just don't. As
They
you
don't.
know, they don't care.
There's fucking heaps of good furniture.
And there's
in
probably some gold in some of the cupboards.
it. The only thing I hate is I hate gardening, bro.
Absolutely horrendous.
What's going on here? He's got a bit of.
It doesn't look like she's taken any of these pictures.
I reckon carpets and paint in this place would be good as new.
Well, I couldn't believe it. I walked
'Cause this
in
is
thinking
alright,
it was
it's just
gonna
carpets.
Yeah, I couldn't believe this.
Fans, lights, carpets, paint, done.
This isn't even a reno, man. This is a cleanup.
Total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the kitchen's good, bathroom's good.
Bathrooms in Adelaide will cost more than the house. You probably put a vanity. Why isn't it a vanity? Am I gonna have to get murdered when I open this?
It does have a real cabin in the woods vibe.
Jeez.
How often do you get properties like this coming up?
They come up quite often. A lot of the time the family just aren't interested in doing any of the stuff, and it might be a marriage breakup, he doesn't want to do anything, she doesn't, the kids that do not want to get involved. So it is literally just come in and just solve my problem.
The opportunity here is that there was 13 people involved and it was a deceased estate and no one wanted to take responsibility for all this work. As you saw in the room in there, you got trees hanging over, there is stuff absolutely everywhere. There's an abandoned car. Looks like a lot of work to do and no one wanted to take responsibility for it. So this is a walk-in, walk-out situation. We buy the property as it is. Inside there is full of furniture, full of clothes. I think there's still food in the fridge. There is stuff everywhere. So it is a big operation, but it's not like we're doing anything massively structural. The house needs a bit of a tidy up, but apart from that, is where the opportunity is.
Mate, talk to me about numbers, all right? I want to see how much are you thinking this is actually going to cost to turn around, and what are you projecting to actually make?
Not the worst I've ever seen, but there's just a lot of, it's not like a total.
It's a lot of stuff.
Just stuff.
Like, yeah.
Just stuff. It's not
Yeah.
rubbish. It's
The,
stuff.
the insane thing though is how nice the house is.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any sense until I guess you understand why it is like that with the whole NDIS cleaner and everything. But outside that granny flat, I don't think I've ever seen so many books in a library.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. Well, because it was like a Bible from hundreds of years old. So
so in terms of getting rid of everything and clearing this back to where it needs to be, what's it looking like it's going to cost?
around the 15 grand mark. Could go either way, depending on furniture.
Mm-hmm.
So there's companies that you can give furniture to, like Goodwill stuff. Sometimes they take it, sometimes they don't.
And what about paint, carpet, curtains? You're doing a bit of a freshen up inside. What are you bargaining on?
What do we got here? Floors, anywhere from 3 to 5. Paint, 10 to 15.
What are you projecting all up?
I'm projecting 25 to 30. We're not doing kitchens, bathrooms. They're all in pretty good condition. Man, they'll be done one day, but
Not
right
now.
now, no, I think it's fine.
And this is the important thing to really understand for you guys as well, because like on face value, it's like, how'd you buy it for that? What is it? And realistically, it's you solve the problem quickly. This is what all of it comes back to, because most of us like logically would be like, well, why didn't they just clean it up? If it's only going to cost 20, 30 grand to do, why not pull together? But not everyone's situation can allow that. And by being the person that can walk in and go, hey, I understand your problem, and here's how I'm going to solve it, there's potentially a lot of equity to be made. So actually, perfect segue. What's your projection on where this will be sitting afterwards?
So we picked it up for $630. Let's say we spend 30 grand on it. Valuation would be the 8 to 850 mark. And rent, once we've finished everything, 580 to 600.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. High fives, low sixes, something like that. Especially with that rumpus. Like granny rumpus, whatever you want to call it, because I'm assuming you're not going to put kitchen, bathroom, anything in there. You're just going to leave that as like on the existing. Yeah,
the plan's to actually knock that over and put a proper granny flat on it.
Okay. Like straight away, or that's up the sleeve?
Within 12 months.
Within 12 months. Okay. All right. So it's going to be a dual lock in 12-ish months. Right now, it's about getting it back to pretty much zero. Like you're not making beautiful new kitchens, bathrooms, pergolas, all this kind of stuff. You're just going, here's a problem, and I'm going to turn this into a solution. Your projection is around 30 grand to spend. You're talking, what is that, 200 grand uplift, roughly?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's insane.
Thanks for coming.
Right. I'm tracking this one closely, but let's actually have a look at how things go. I want to stay on top of this, and I want to bring you guys more episodes like this where Ollie and I are going to be making this over the course of months, essentially, because this is going to take a little while. Yes. But let's check back in, see where it actually sits after all of the cleanup and partial reno has been done, man. Yep. Anything else you want to add into this?
No, I guess wish me luck. This is what opportunity looks like, and most people are scared to even touch it. We're going to show you how we're going to create $150,000 in instant equity. Welcome to the chaos.
It is so easy to underestimate the cost of rubbish removal on a project like this. Looking at this, you might think maybe it's going to cost 3 or 4 grand in skips, whereas the total was closer to $10,000 just in skip bins alone.
So how many books did you get out?
2 9-metre skip bins full.
2 9-metre skip bins full of books?
Yeah, full of it.
Looking at the progress of this property start to really come to life, it might not look pretty at the moment, there's no might about it, it doesn't, but it is starting to look like a livable property. From what it was only literally weeks ago to what it's looking like now is absolutely night and day. Mate, how long did that take all up?
We did some early access, got rid of all the stuff. Actually, it only took a few weeks, to be honest. But then someone's moved in. Because the house hasn't really been lived in, like wholly, they're just finding bits and pieces. So we've had to send a handyman back. So
tenants already moved in. What'd you end up getting the lease for?
$590.
And how about the actual cost for all the reno, the cleanup, everything?
$41,000.
Okay. So originally, from memory, it was more like that 20 to 30. What blew out?
Blinds.
Some expensive blinds, mate. What'd you put in?
gold blinds. No, they were only a few grand. Handyman, we sent 2 handymen out there at different times, doors and some plumbing issues, a new toilet.
These are the afters. So these were the listing photos for the rental, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Talk me through, I guess, what blew out budget-wise, where, all this kind of stuff.
As you can see, there is lots less trees. The big cost was, when I say rubbish, a lot of it was trees. Obviously, older gentlemen just couldn't take care of it. 11 skips in total, and I think 6 or 7 of those were trees.
So many. Yeah. And something I actually want to point out to everyone, look at this photo right now. No one, I'm guessing, is looking at that going, whoa, look at that house. This isn't impressive in terms of this is the most beautiful house. What it is it's a beautiful deal that's been put together. And it's not always about like, look at this splashback of these colors, the way everything talks to each other. It's about how do the numbers actually stack up? And for this, it wasn't about making it stunning. It was just about making it clean, tidy, livable, ticking those boxes. And scrolling back through them, like you can see this kitchen. Actually, is there a piece of tape left up there? Didn't even pull the tape off, but it doesn't matter. You're about to get to the reval figure for this, and it's impressive, man. But so you didn't do anything to the kitchen, did you?
No, just painted around it.
All right, so this is all left the same. I don't think I've ever seen a ceiling fan in a kitchen before. That's a bit different. And so living rooms, these are the new floors that you guys put in?
Those floors, no, just the carpeted bedrooms.
So it's just the carpeted bedrooms. Okay, so otherwise everything in the house was pretty much just what? Bedrooms, carpeted, and paint, and that's literally it. And the blinds.
Some floors, some blinds.
Golden blinds.
Yep, golden blinds.
I can see. So the blinds weren't put in beforehand. So this is something that, like you're saying, the tenant space has said, hey man, I'd like some window coverings. All right, so the bathroom that's original, and like nothing's going on here.
Yeah, so the bathroom is serviceable as is.
Mm-hmm.
We think it's fine to be rented as it is. Same with the kitchen. Like, yes, you could do a new kitchen. We will do a new kitchen and bathroom, maybe five years down the track. But it's not the sexiest bathroom in the world, but it's fine as is. We just wanted to get this smashed out, get it rented, and the current client's going to go and buy a bunch more properties in other areas, and then come back around and get this one done.
This is the Rumpus room / granny flat.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can actually see in it now.
How good is it?
And so this has just been recarpeted, painted, and de-bookified.
Yeah.
If Hamlet can make up words, why can't I? This is not winning any Backyard of the Year awards, but it's now clean, tidy, livable. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, there was a beehive in there too. He wasn't too happy about. He's like, there's a beehive. I'm like, good luck with that.
All right, so let's talk final numbers. What did it end up costing? What did you end up making? Where is it all sitting?
So as I said, $20,000 for rubbish, $3,800 for floors, $12,000 for paint. The handyman just to fix up all the things, blinds. Yeah, that's 41. So we're all in. Pay 630, all in 670. Valuation 850. So what's that? 180 grand, and renting at 590 a week.
Okay, so your yield's pretty decent. What are you at, like 4.5%, something like that?
Yep.
Your equity uplift then is how much?
180.
And how long did this take, start to finish?
No,
I'm guessing you're about to tell me like 8 weeks?
No, like 3-4 weeks. It wasn't 8 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, if we didn't do.
I swear it took longer than that. It felt longer.
No, it's a very long settlement because it was a death. So there was a bit of
That's where I'm confusing it. Okay, so to actually just get everything tied up.
Yeah.
That was months.
It was like we had to wait for a relative to come back from the UK to actually, because I didn't want us to throw anything out until some family members had been through and got bits and pieces they wanted. So we had to wait for someone to come back from overseas to actually, and then once they came back, then we could go inside. So we didn't want to touch anything until they were happy for us to do it.
And this is such an important thing to remember, is sometimes gutting everything and putting brand new in is absolutely the way to go. Sometimes just literally cleaning it up, throwing everything back out and just getting it back to nice, fresh, tidy, the painted, the carpet, everything done. So it's just move in. I was about to say move inable, but I've already made up enough words. that it's ready to move in is actually the win. And you've always got that lever to pull later on as well. But essentially, we're talking about $180,000 worth of equity in literally a matter of weeks. All right, Ollie, are there any final words of wisdom or anything you want to add into this one, mate?
I think the best kind of deals like these are ones that is helping someone solve a problem. It's not always like getting a house that's got and just going to town on it. Sometimes it's fixing a problem gets you the best deals. It helps them, it helps us. And you don't always have to rip the whole thing apart and go to town on it.
Just implement a strategy for the sake of it instead of what's the right one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think, just speed to get it done, give them what they want. They wanted, I think the settlement actually changed during it. Like we ended up extending it for them. So then the person could come back over here like, we were like, mate, whatever you want. Like, we're happy to accommodate, which is kind of why people obviously like dealing with people like us because we're not emotional about it. I think that was just the best part of the whole deal.
Man, I think there's a lot of key takeaways that heaps of people can learn from this one. And if you want to see more content like this as well, comment below. Are you wanting to see more subdivision stuff, reno stuff, whatever it is? I'm sure Ollie and I are probably going to actually get into a few more renos and actually bring more of these episodes to life, more of these kinds of projects. But otherwise, Oliver Jackson from Living Property, thank you so much for jumping on the show, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.